Is Cheryl available?
I'm not yelling at you. She'll yell at you. She's executive producer in this project. Yeah.
I'll bring her beer.
Yeah, bring her beer. That might have got you in the door in the old days.
Okay, so now it's something else, something stronger. Whiskey, scotch, bourbon.
I'm actually glad I'm running the intro music. I don't know if if the world wanted to hear that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting... Oh, you know, I got to try this. It's a new microphone. Okay, it's a dynamic mic. I'm supposed to be able to loud to cover your ears. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Abomination Vaults. We are the Monster Interrupted podcast. We are the Rollmongers Podcast Network, produced and edited by Dicewise Entertainment. Now, that makes it sound fancy. That makes it sound rich, but we are not. We are out of a pocket, part and parcel, permanently down on our patooties kind of podcast. See how I'm sneaking in the audio quality checks there, Spiegler? And they'll never know. I'll listen back to this and see if my plosives are blowing up my... I like this new microphone. It has a pop filter under the windscreen, not over. So it's supposed to be built in. Hence Industry Standard. Thank you, Shure, for making such a wonderful product. When last we left our party, they had run into some sort of demonic creature that had the body of a baby Cupid and the thorax, as I was told by Spiegler, of a fly. And it got mad at you. And we killed it. No regrets. There's time and again more and more creatures down here that come at you speaking a language. You don't know if they're saying parlay or get the hell out. So I'm curious. Let's just go around the room, starting with Dubsy. What languages do you speak besides Common?
Gripply. And that's it.
Yeah, I guess I kind of saw that coming. Gregor, played by Eric.
We have Abyssal, Orcish, and Undercommon.
Oh, okay. That'll get a couple of kings wound up. Everyone down here thinks they're the king. Don't ask me why. But they all speak different languages. And I'm sure you guys will just hate everybody and chop them up anyway, but I do find it interesting that for a dungeon crawl, they actually are using the language barrier for once, which I love, personally. But that didn't work out so well for the bad guys last time. And rejoining us, hopefully permanently. And how do we make that happen? We just hold the show for him now. Corey Chiasson, revising his role as Cognul Anvilbender, the Dwarven Monk.
Anvilbender? Can you try that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of my other Dwarven Monk on Friday, played by Ryan Messina. Cognul something or other?
Yeah, that'll work.
Adamantine Bender?
Ah, very good, sir.
Adamantine Bender, okay.
Very good, sir. We will
how close are those names? I mean, seriously, you're both dwarves, you're both monks.
But I'm better looking.
Well, of course. Actually, he got killed and reincarnated and came back as a gnome. So instead of Muros, we call him Neuros, as in like GN for like gnome.
That's funny.
Yeah, they couldn't afford resurrection, so they're like 9th level and they paid for reincarnation. He came back as a gnome. I made him roll for it. Anyway.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's really funny. Here's a dwarf very proud of his giant triangle of chest hair, which is dyed green because he's a monk / archetype druid. So now we just flipped up on his head like a troll doll and said he's got the green troll doll hair and he's a gnome.
That's awesome.
That's how we roll. Speaking of Cognul, can't keep a good dwarf down. Decided that you've re-entered the swamp. Re-entered the dungeon alone.
Ooh.
And following the now, from what I understand, because people are like, how the hell could he find them? Him and Cognul had a little off-mic conversation where Cognul would mark the dungeon. We're here, we're going this way. It's pretty clever. And I don't think we actually brought it up on record. So Cognul's been chalking, like just little, this way kind of thing. So he has an idea. So I'm going to ask for some perception checks to see which end of the dungeon you end up, because this is Cognul, a guy that should never have picked up medical surgery. I'll see what kind of artist he is.
Oh.
8.
A wonderful 8.
Come down to the first room.
Something tells me this is not good.
You do not find a chalk mark but you find a room with 3 chairs, a closed and 2 open doors. One door is open to your right, which is west, and the secret door that you used to go through all the time is also open to your east, to your left. What do you do?
These guys, I know these guys. They never close a door behind them. They were born in a barn, so that is why. But we're going to go down the secret door.
Okay. Just realized I didn't have my map up.
Yes, I'm operating blind.
Well, we don't want to see you don't want to see the minis on the map. Okay. Heading through the secret door into a large 10 by 10 hallway. Another perception check from you, sir.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, 13. Look at that.
I don't. Maybe he had stomach trouble. You know, chalk, and it's like, this will calm my stomach, and like Cognul ate the chalk because it's not chalk marks you find, but actual noise. The sounds of investigation, combat, whatnot is echoing all the way down the end of the hallway. Could be coming from any of these doors. Investigating a quick pause at your first door, having to stop and burn a little time to look inside, you find it empty. Sliding your way down through all the debris, the second door, you look through and you find another room cleared. Finally getting to the top of this giant L, peeking through another door, you see a 10-foot hallway, and sure enough, what looks to be the party standing around in a room discussing what to do, who was that thing we killed, and, you know, what treasure should be used, invoked, and such. Dubsy. Perception. You looks like you're rear guard. And Gregor, who always is rear guard. The guy usually stands back, and Eric is kind enough not to hog the mic because he's always typing at me. I'm watching our back. I'm watching our back. So we don't want those deadly dwarves sneaking up on us. You guys know where the tower is, right? There's this thing called the tower. It's like 3 open rolls in a row.
And there's even a new action button that secretly does tower rolls for you.
I can't have any fun hiding your rolls behind my screens.
Where's
Dubsy
that new
with
action button that hides it?
It's there's a tab with action. It's not actions. What is it? What's the new tab called for your character sheets?
Activities.
Activities. Sorry.
Oh,
There's
activities.
a second up from the bottom.
Wow. That is pretty cool.
From my understanding is you can star them to make them favorites, and they'll shuffle around to the top. If you actually hit stealth or hit perception, it might actually automatically drop in the tower, is my understanding. The guys have been playing with it. I haven't had too much time playing with it myself.
So you're saying that if I hit, that would be here, it's marked initiative, same thing? Nope. Open roll.
Initiative was on your first page.
No.
Anyway.
I'm looking at activities.
Oh, you're looking at activity. Okay, no.
Corner.
No. Anyway,
carry on.
aware of each other's approach. Cognul. You see the party standing around talking, and then you see Agrippli snap his head around and blink his strange sideways iris eyes at you. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm going to walk in and join the party.
Okay. Dubsy, you're blocking the doorway. You let him in?
I think I remember this guy.
Okay. Sliding into the room. 3 guys you're not overly acquainted with. And the body on the floor is not Kraga, so they didn't kill your friend.
Very nice.
You hear Kraga in an adjacent room. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh. No, we're okay. So we're just going to move over and go to where we can hear Kraga.
He's searching the back room. Kraga, your buddy has returned.
Do my eyes deceive me? Is that you, Cognul?
It is I, my good man.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes. I thought I'd lost all of you from the original adventure down here.
No one loses Cognul.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're going to hate me for the bromance.
You're one tough dwarf.
I'll raise my fist up and go, "That is I."
Let's look at that tough dwarf's hit points. Oh, okay. Lucky for you. He's all healed up. All right.
Absolutely.
I thought you dragged yourself back and you're wounded. Speaking of wounds, Dubsy has suffered nastily at the hands of the last fight. Craig has taken a hit. Even our cleric Kenro is a little bit worse for wear. Only Gregor Darkmantle stands proud and unscathed from our recent bout. What do you guys want to do now?
Healing would be good.
Sure.
Craiga, you got those magic hands?
I could support the healer over there, Kenoro.
Well, as a matter of fact, we have a dwarf that used to stitch you guys up.
I will crack my knuckles.
Okay.
Gentlemen, who needs the help?
Craiga, can he do this? I mean, he's got sausage fingers. Just saying.
I'll let his hands tell you. Give you that answer.
Perfect for rectal exams if you're, having trouble, but,
We're a little short on gloves.
Uh-huh. Craiga, you speak up for this guy's medical prowess?
Yeah, you just wait and see. You guys you'll learn.
You'll learn to love the sausage fingers, I'm sure. All right. Can I have medicine check from Cognual? Craiga, you can back him up. And who is our first victim? I'm assuming it's Dubsy.
Sure, it'll be Dubsy.
17, sir.
That's funny. They didn't... Oh, it's right, because I didn't target. If I target somebody, it actually talks about medicine and such whatnot.
Yeah, if you use the activities tab, you can do treat wounds through there, and you can heal through it too.
Craiga not being much help with a 9. Cognual hitting the 15 DC relatively easily with a 17. Diagnosis, prognosis, and sausage fingers are in several orifices. Now
Easy
decide
now.
or not. I'm stalling so you can push buttons.
What do you want me to push?
I want you to heal him. The activities tab should have healing with a cross, like a red cross on it or something. So it actually gives them hit points.
If you go to treat wounds in the activities, there's a magnifying glass, and then there'll be a 2d8 with a red plus.
And I'm sure this is boring, like the podcast aspect of people and such whatnot, but Fantasy Grounds had an update, and I didn't think it hurt for us to slow our roll a little bit to talk about new buttons and stuff, so that, because there are some that are still learning 2nd edition like we are, and there are some that are trying to learn Fantasy Grounds through us. So, push damn buttons. Heal that dude. If you can't find it, we'll just throw up some 2d8s.
That's fine. I think I got it. Just want to make sure I pushed the right one. So I'm medicine trained. So treat wounds. Okay, so I do treat wounds, expert, legendary, or master.
So
The
on
first
just
one.
the regular one, treat wounds, hit the magnifying glass,
Yep.
and then
No, and then hit the plus.
Yep,
Yeah.
2d8.
not 4d8. See how there's one for 4 and there's one for 2. Yeah, you got it.
So
And we used to just drop raw dice, Corey. Now it actually targeted. I targeted Dubsy, and poof, 3 hit points. Not great, but at least you didn't hurt him.
no, that's true.
Now, unfortunately, we can't rotate doctors. We kind of read the fine print, and it's not the doctor he's immune to for 10 minutes or an hour. It's the actual skill itself, treat injury. So regular medicine is not going to work on Dubsy for an hour. Before I robot Ken, and I really don't want to use up Troy's spells without him being here saying yay or nay, does Cognual have any healing spells? Because there's a whole other side to Cognual that these guys don't know about.
Oh, the other option is to treat wounds for a full hour, and it'll double the health you give.
You guys want to sit here for a whole hour? Get caught up, form a plan? Normally, I wouldn't
Yeah.
waste that kind of time, but you just got to remember back and, you know.
Yeah, it's only 3 hit points to me though, so I don't know.
It is a pretty good defensible position, though.
So
If we are going to do it anywhere, this is a good spot to do it.
now, speaking of defense, there's an entire door right there that no one's touched. Anything could be on the side of that door. Just saying.
Who's guarding the door?
The one down the bottom at Kenro has yet to be explored.
I do not have any spells
Okay.
that will heal. I mean, I have stabilize.
How about potions, guys? Saga, did you, that very special save your life potion that, much to Gregor's chagrin, was given to you by a certain collector that's still waiting on his artwork, by the way. Still waiting for great things to come up.
I don't think I got any potion.
Am I still in possession of everything that I had before?
No. Because you were robbed when you went down. So your actual... I thought I stripped your inventory, did I not?
I do not think so, because I got like all
Okay.
kinds of good stuff.
All right. However, you do have a reputation as the hero because you guys saved the town from the obvious the graveyard attack,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can get some stuff on credit, just like Matt did. So I will say that you have this gear, but none of it's yours. You're expected to repay it. So as soon as you have the money to buy it, you need to rebuy all your gear, but they loan it to you up front on credit.
Mhm.
Fair enough? Okay.
Fair enough. I'm perfectly okay if you want to strip it, but
Oh, no. You like I said, you guys are town hero. This is the same angle that Spiegler played. Gregor was trying to get some credit just being adjacent to said hero, and they went nope. But you are actually a bona fide town hero, and it would make things easier for us. You know what I mean? So, the Church of Sarenrae, Brother Green, through Kraga, has arranged for your... And you don't have like a lot of stuff. You got like basic freaking... You're a monk. You got basic gear, man. You know what I mean? They cannot replace any magical items, but they could give you a healing potion if you had one before.
Well, what I had before was a bottle of midnight blue liquid, a bright yellow elixir, and a vial of ruby red liquid.
Okay. Which you haven't identified yet, have you? Okay.
No.
If you don't know what that stuff was, then, you know, the insurance company can't replace it. So I'll just take them off. But, like I said, I'll be kind and say that, you know, if you had requested a minor healing potion, they'd be cool with that.
Well, I would think since we're on credit that I probably would be thinking ahead and request about 100 of them.
No, the town does not have that kind of money.
I was worth a
It's a-
try.
It's a magical item. It's like, here's your one.
So, look at that. I have a healing potion, a minor one.
Da-da-da.
Love it when you snap your fingers and wave your wand. Hocus pocus. Abracadabra.
So Hocus and Pocus, did you want to give up this potion to the party, or
Absolutely, we'll give up this potion.
all right? Minor healing potion. When you drink this ruby red liquid, no coincidence, imparts a tingling sensation as the drinker's wounds heal rapidly. You regain 1d8 hit points. I will have Corey roll a blank d8 into the chat, please, because I don't want to be blamed. DM should never be blamed. 3. Wow. I was a long road to the same destination. Hey there, Dubs.
Yeah. But we saved some
All right.
time.
Sorry, dude.
No, hey, hit points are hit points, right? Okay. Perhaps it is on the party sheet, and I'll just check the party inventory. No, it is not. All right. I'm pretty sure I prodded Spiegler for a healing potion before. Maybe that's why it's missing. Anyway, if you guys are happy with your current condition and want to charge back into the fray, you guys want to start busting open doors quietly after searching them with our rogue because it's his job, or, such whatnot, I will at least back off Kenro, and I will cast spells as necessary to keep you alive, but not necessarily up front going, oh, this would be tactically handy. You know what I mean? I'll keep him, I'll exhaust his spells to keep you from dying, but other than that, he's just robot guy, because there's 4 of you. So where to next, gentlemen? No?
I would say let's go ahead and heal Krega and Kenro. It's only 10 minutes each.
Yeah. Bust out the dwarf's healing again. But before you hit that button, Cogno, I'm going to change your target to your buddy Krega. Hit the skill. Medicine check. Roll, Ricka, roll.
Just
Let's
like
see
old times, eh?
Oh.
18 success.
18.
Yep. 2d8 is not to be shirked. Yeah, there you go.
11.
Completely heal the 5 that he had. Nicely done. Dubsy hates you. You just wasted all that medicine. That's okay.
Sorry, dude.
And Kenro, right? Okay, so 1 second. Switch targets once more to Kenro. Let's have that again.
Big money.
Ah, my friend.
17.
I enjoy your hands poking me, Troy would say. All right, you're on a roll. Pun intended.
7.
Look at that. You only had 6. Okay, not bad. A little rusty to start, but gentlemen, the monk definitely proves himself a competent, I wouldn't say an excessively great, but a competent at least, surgeon.
Never doubted you for a second, Cogsy.
Doesn't leave the gaping battle scars that Kraga's artwork does, but that's okay. Some people like their leg working just fine. So guys, anything else you want to do in these rooms? You want to head to the door? You want to head back on the hall? There's lots of dungeon left.
Dubsy, check that door at the south end there, and I'm going through.
You should be playing a halfling. I love how the camera cuts you off at the nose there, Spieg. Sit up in your chair. Stop slouching.
Comfortable.
No, dude, I'm just saying. Resurrect your ass as halfling. It'll be no problem. So he gets up on the chair. Dude, you could just tilt the camera. And stay comfy. Just saying.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I just love teasing Spiegler because he's new. All right. Heading on in. You guys close on the door. Looks like Dubsy's first man on the door wants to...
Yep, I'll search the door for any kind of traps or anything.
Okay. The door itself is, standard that you've seen so far.
5 minutes later.
But no, you don't seem to find a trap.
I think it's good, Krega.
Just in case, keep that flail ready, Gregor.
Am I to assume there will be the future player argument that weapons are out?
Yes, all weapons out, please.
Two-handed flail. It's always out.
Okay. Well, I was picking on Dubsy because, like, when you search a door, you usually put your crap away and use your hands to find the trap, right? He steps aside. Somebody mentions weapons. I'm assuming everybody goes, oh, right, shit, shing, 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 so.
And then I open the door and enter.
All right. Peeking inside. A pair of hulking humanoid objects stand quietly in this chamber, each covered with a thick layer of dust. They appear to be made of some kind of metal.
I go
What?
and
Yeah.
I go to the east statue and wipe some of the dust off.
Okay. Can I have a crafting check? Knowledge Society would also work.
Both untrained. Hey, 20.
In the tower, sir.
Well,
But that's fine. Crafting untrained. Even you have heard of the marvels of the far-off city of Elkinstar and abroad, where clockwork humanoids are produced and are given, in some countries, civil rights as actual people, not just servants or slaves. You would hazard a guess that these are two such creatures or constructs, and the fact that they have a belt buckle says made in Elkinstar, nothing to do with that untrained check, I'm just saying.
oh, these seem to be pretty far from home. Guys, come get a look at this.
They seem somewhat identical, but not exact. Like, one is a better model than the other. You know what I mean? One's the 2020 Nissan and one's the 2023 Nissan Rogue, you know, that kind of thing. They're subtle, but there's definitely an upgrade in one compared to the other.
I thought the only thing we had to worry about down here was monsters, but I guess there's machines too. Hopefully they stay asleep.
You also notice, besides made in Elkinstar, there's the crafter's stamp. And it's like an R signature, like it's a symbol that you're not sure who it would actually mean. But there is a name. You would wonder why somebody would sign this thing and then put their personal stamp, which technically is their name. Does that make sense? Like, I guess I'm going to diffuse my argument. There's Nike that says Nike right under the winged Nike symbol. Nike, right? Okay. Under Elkinstar, next to a strange symbol, it says Valentine Prototype 1 and Valentine Prototype 2. Just to mess with you.
Yeah, come on. Get in here, guys. Take a look at this.
You guys slide in the room, have a look about? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Again, society and crafting checks in the tower. If all those that want to come in and have a look around the room, examine these things.
Just like old times, eh, old Coggy?
Absolutely, sir. You said crafting?
I can't wait till a creature kicks your ass, and the only thing conscious is Spiegler's guy, and he's with his last action, he's going to look over at the monk and say, "Just like old times, eh?" Right before the TPK. Just like old times. I should have saved that joke, actually. What do we got here? Train. Cognool's trained in crafting. How do you feel about Construct and their rights?
How should I feel?
There's treasure inside them that you could rip out and get money on, but that would be like ripping the bleeding heart out of something if you thought it was sentient and deserved a burial.
I'm about cash. We're going after the cash.
All right. Cognool examines these, and much to everyone's pleasure, cracks up, finds a way of unscrewing a chest plate, and there are gemstones that are used as bearings, actually, in the broken clockwork. Now, the clockwork inside is really mashed up and broken and seized and has not been treated well. But 4 gemstones, 4 bearings in each of these constructs for a total of 8 gems. Society check. They don't have appraisal in this, Eric, so I'm assuming a society would tell us how much they're worth. What do you think? Excuse me, we'll phone a GM. What do you think, Eric?
Crafting.
More crafting. Yeah, I guess so. Cognool, you want to know how much they're worth? Anybody? Crafting in the tower. Dubsy. Semi-precious gems he's flashing about. 5 gold each. And yes, Cogno, you know this as well, but hey, $50 is $50 times 8, right? So
I should just hold on to those. I mean, they're probably worth less.
He's a Gripply, worst craftsman ever. You just see Corey's face. He looks like
worthless?
you make it a
Worthless?
face like the kid just farted on Santa's lap. Like, oh Jesus, really? It's the only way you can describe that face. I know it's the white beard you got going, but seriously, you just the way your eyes flattened and your mouth flattened, like complete, like, dude, yeah, there it is. Damn it, kid. Sorry, it's the only way I can describe it to the podcasting audience.
Yeah, I should probably warn you, Dubsy's Dubsy likes money maybe even more than you.
Oh, yeah? I think we keep these.
We as in party loot, or we as in finders keepers?
Maybe finders keepers for now.
You're literally like unscrewing and just I'll take these and I'll take these. The guys are looking at you like, really? None for us?
I don't think so, Cogs. You're giving me at least one of those.
Okay. So in good favor, I will hand everybody one.
Okay.
I'll just
So
hold
you-
these for safekeeping.
You hold the rest. Yeah, okay. So everybody gets a single semi-precious gemstone worth 5 gold, which is 50 silver, by the way. Because that ramps nicely when you go back to town. It's like, wow, that's actually 50 silver pieces to spend. So if you want to say it's 50 silver, that's fine, but it's 5 gold each. You have a single gem, which leaves Cognual with 5. Oh, sorry, 4, because we need to put one on Kenro's guy.
I understand Kenro may be close by.
Yeah, our cleric.
Yes, but if you check the chat, he may be closer than you think.
I took the hint, man. I was quietly bringing him into the call. Butter him up. I like you, Ken. Buy yourself something nice. Here's a gem. I like you, dude. Buy yourself something nice. Well, speak of the... I want to say devil, but I don't think
Speak of-
it's...
Acolyte?
Speak of the acolyte.
Speak of the cleric.
You should probably duck. There's axes flying everywhere.
Actually, we just found some constructs stamped made in Alkenstar, Valentine Prototype 1, Valentine Prototype 2, which the dwarf cunningly just stripped with crafting and removed 8 5 gold piece gems from their bearings and passed you each 1 in good faith. Kept 4. He also healed everyone, including you, with straight up medicine checks. Starting, showing his favoritism out of the gate. So if you check your character, you actually have no wounds.
Surprise!
Troy's just making the, all right, face.
All right.
All right. With a party of 5, I am more than prepared to unleash the full might of this dungeon, gentlemen. What do you do?
Well, if you don't think there's anything left to find on those contracts, then we best get moving.
You guys want to do the 2-round sweep or the 20-minute sweep in the room?
I think we should.
Now, I'm not going to keep nudging you. If you guys want,
Okay.
I could just make it standard going, we spend 20 minutes a room, ripping the place apart. It's time consuming, but it keeps you, Actually, it only grants you a single perception check in the tower, but safety first. So, if you guys do... Oh, look at that. I actually have the gems I can give you guys. 1 second. Eight clockwork gemstones. Look at that. Very nice. You guys want to delete the gemstones you probably put in manually and just drag one of these off the party sheet.
How do I... Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Might be able to... Didn't work. Anyway, in party for now. Powers of perception. We lick the walls. We argue greed. But the room seems clear. Now there's also the walls that have been painted crudely and almost childly to depict horrific landscape, burning mountains, rusting cities, and tormented souls. Was the once over by Kraga. So we'll say he spent 20 minutes in there while you guys were talking to the dwarf. So that's fine. You guys have pretty much picked this corner clean. Did not find anything else overly interesting as far as you know.
All right, I think it's time for that green door. We finally see what's behind it.
Oh, geez, there come a moron. I pulled the page back up. It's like, with a successful crafting check or perception, you can identify the gems that they're worth. Oh no, as bearings. No, it doesn't say what they're worth. Okay, I'm gonna go with you in crafting. With Kraga, itching for a fight as per usual, taking the lead. Whee! Marching order, gentlemen, stepping back into the large hallway. You ready to take on that green glowing door? Or do we want the double doors that are at the top of the hall that we haven't investigated yet? So many choices.
Or if we're all at full health here, or pretty close to, it's a good chance.
Good chance to what? That's why I'm pointing you to fresh doors.
Good chance for us to take on any kind of abilities, anything we find back there. I'm pretty full on health and full on spells, so never better time than now.
You heard Ken? No escaping. Get in there.
I'll follow you, Kraga.
All right.
I'll go
I
second.
guess green door sounds good to me.
Unfortunately, when you guys ask the minis to move, it tries to put you through walls and it just becomes a clogged up, So,
I will check for traps and then pull out my weapon afterwards.
okay. In the top corner of this L-shaped hall, we have Dubsy. Posted up on the door, we have Kraga. Below him, we have Greg. Right behind... Behind Dubsy, we have Ken, and still trying to get out the hallway here, we have Cognul. You don't seem to find... You know what? Let's just double check the room. You never know. You have no idea what's going on. Nope, you don't seem to find a trap.
All yours, Kraga.
Thanks, man.
Open the door. What do we see? This 10-foot square washroom features an iron bathing tub to the north and a commode on the southwest. Much nicer and in better shape, though covered in dust than the ones you find at Alkenstar, by the way. The northern wall glows and shimmers with ribbons of eerie green light. What do you do?
I don't understand. Why is this room like this? I was expecting there to be something. Kenoro, use your magical detection abilities in here. See what you can find.
I could tell you one thing, Kraga. If you'd waited 20 minutes, we would have found a bathroom and Dubsy wouldn't have gotten in trouble.
All right. I deserve that.
I will cast Detect Magic.
Maybe that's the green
Or
glow.
my party members.
You sense the presence of magic, and no sooner have you cast, the etchings on the wall writhe and form into words and runes and letters.
Anybody
It
else?
says no, because you're in the doorway.
I'll move out of the way.
You cast detect magic, and all the the real Disney movie. Suddenly, all the letters come together and form up, and it says, "I was Otari." ... Dramatic pause. Save me from below. A moment later, Kenro asks, "Does anyone see this?" And the letters slither off the wall, shoot between Ken's legs, and start ribboning, forming a green ribbon along the floor, much like what you guys had encountered at another part of the dungeon. A green light spills out between Kenro's legs. I know he should see a physician, but meh. And then snakes between Dubsy and Kenro down the center of the hall to the west, and goes through the open door that you guys have already explained directly west, ignoring the unexplored double doors. The ribbon stretches out 10, 15, 20 feet, and only then as it proceeds does the back end start receding and catching with the length of 15, 20-foot ribbon of light. And now it's leaving. What do we do?
Oh, Kenro, is that what comes out of humans' butts?
Not nicer than what came out of Kraga's, apparently. I think we should follow that light, my friends. It said it was Otani, and to save it from below. I saw some letters on the wall, and I'm going to follow quickly after it.
Otari. Otani's my sister.
Sorry.
I was going to say, who's Otani?
Otani's my sister. Otani's my sister. What do you want with her? Okay. Kenro steps out, says we should go. Who's going?
While I'm following, can I do like a recall knowledge if I know anything about that?
Sure.
While I'm walking, like what would that be under? That'd be occult or arcane or whatever I think is.
So I'm going to go with a recent discovery. If your brain knows something, your brain goes to the correct. Like usually a player goes, and obviously figures it'd be a crafting check and goes, I'm going to throw crafting in the tower. If you have no idea, feel free to throw everything you got in the tower, specifically trained.
I'm going to go occult. I'll throw an occult in the tower there.
Okay. Creepy ass writing, leading us directly to what? Safety? A trap? Is this like nothing specific in occult lore going, oh yeah, it's the slithering leather spell. Ugh. Unique as far as you know. Guys, it's getting away. What do you do? It even closes the door behind it. Damn it. What do you do?
What? I'll follow Kenro, but I won't lead.
I'd lead because I saw it. No one else saw it, I don't think, or they might have.
Okay. So Ken's taking the lead, followed by Dubsy. You guys falling in step?
Yes.
Thank you. Ken, down the hall, adjacent square, straight through.
I would stop before we hit that brown mold pile if it's going that way though.
Of course. Straight through the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Under the door, you open it. Okay. Stopping at the top of the stairs, not wanting to get any closer to the brown mold. It goes to the edge of the platform because there's 15-foot sort of hallway before you get to that 10-foot stair. But it doesn't head towards the brown mold. It actually stops at the very top of the stairs and slithers and snakes and squeezes its way directly under a wall. Now here's the rub. There it goes. Is that just a crack in the wall and meant nothing? Does it mean something more? But to stand in the square to detect that door means taking cold damage thanks to our previous encounter of the enlarged brown mold. Unless you make a successful reflex critical save, blah, blah, like all the usual.
Any of my well, I guess who would be behind me here? Would it be Dubsy?
Yeah,
Or
I think I'd be.
Did
right
everybody
behind you.
follow me through, or is it just me doing this right here?
I heard 3 and then got tired of asking.
Okay.
3. Assuming you guys schlepped along here, yes? At least got as far as the Minotaur room.
I'll
So
pass
Ken, what do you
along
want
the
to do?
information to them of what exactly I saw happen, because we can't all really fit in the hallway here. And then, does anybody have any ideas on how to get rid of this burning mold we have on the ground here that seems to be growing as we damage it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's right, my friend. You were down in the well. There was a puddle of some mold on the floor here, and Kraga smashed it with his hammer, and it grew bigger and started doing more damage. So, hitting it didn't seem to be a good idea.
Ken, you've asked your mini to advance 10 feet directly into the cold area. Are you sure you want to do that?
Sorry, 5. Wherever it ended at, I thought there was a 5 foot.
It was coming at us in waves, and it just kept moving. So I just I put you at the top going, okay, I want to peek around, but I don't want to get blasted with cold. So,
Okay.
You're pretty sure that the top of the stairwell is not safe. You are not sure if the square in front of you is safe.
Okay. Yeah. So and the very top of the stairs is where that where it went under the wall there.
Yep, to the west. What do you guys want to do?
Are there any ideas, my friend? Because I have nothing that could really take care of a mold, unfortunately. Is there a druid in the house?
Hazards are usually something to be avoided. Someone, if not the entire party, may have to take some damage to investigate that crack where it went. Maybe it's just trying to mess with us and lead you right to the mole, right? Or perhaps there's a secret door. Only one way to find out. It's called 2d6 plus 6 cold damage. Reflex for half, or fortitude for half.
I suppose Dubsy will go ahead and take a look at the door.
All right.
He's best suited.
Quickly as you can. As quickly as you can. And as quickly as I can, I will put brown mold back in the combat tracker. No reason.
Doors, traps, and cracks are my specialty.
You don't seem to find one at the moment. Of course, it is cold. Bloody cold. How much cold is it? Well, let's talk about a fortitude save, sir. Please, unfortunately, you must pony up to this door and spend long enough in the square. Quick, where's the crack? How do I open the thing? Shit. And it's so cold, your hands go frigid. Maybe that's why you screwed up your roll and didn't find a door, or maybe there's no door to be found, but I need a fortitude save, sir.
Oh, it was on that 15. 18.
18 is a basic save. You will take half damage. That's the good news. Bad news is it's 2d6 plus 6 and half. So 14 and a half is 7. Dubsy, raking your knuckles and just getting to a point where you just can't function anymore. Jumping back. Hugging the dwarf.
I can't do it, guys. It's too cold over there for me. I'm not warm-blooded like you.
Take 7 points cold damage and retreat. Now again, this could be some kind of occult magic ruse just to lure you close enough and have you investigate further right into the hazard. Or it could be a way that the DC was even slightly lowered on a perception check to a secret door, which unfortunately Dubsy did not make on his first attempt. Is it worth it? Is it worth the damage? What do you guys want to do?
Back for the door. I'll go take the second look and see what I can find.
Okay.
I'll move forward to where it was. Is it?
I need a perception in the tower, and I need a fortitude save in the open, unfortunately, guys.
Perception in the tower, and main page, fortitude in the open. 22 for the fortitude.
Okay.
26 for my fortitude.
Okay. I'm assuming you guys are attempting each one at a time so that if somebody finds the door, then we can make an executive decision as opposed to everybody like running up there and taking a crap load of damage. Or Cognual, you just gonna like, fuck it, I'll take damage too and we'll just get that door open quicker.
I'll take the damage too. Let's just get it open.
Okay. Since you guys are acting at the same time, I will drop a single wave of damage. 13 points. Kenro got 22, ouch, saves for half, which means he takes 6. Fortitude of 26, so you each only take 6 points of cold damage, which I will give you now. And it is looking at the results of perception. Kenro, no. Cognual finds a secret door. Oh, this dwarf's getting handier and handier by the minute. Ding. A 5-foot platform and stairs heading down to the north is what you see when this door slides open before, let's say, you're, jump inside, close the door, screw the cold, bye, or, jump back. Would you go in to avoid the radius of cold, or would you go back?
I'm going in.
Okay. He goes in, and we'll say that you need to, get around this door and down the stairway a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. To get away from the cold. Down the hall, around the corner through a doorway, conversation ensues.
Let's keep going. What do we see?
A stairwell going to the next level. Dungeon level 3. May I remind you, you're not 3rd level. But hey, look, we found a way down. And yes, you see the ribbon, way down there ahead.
What do you see?
So I will turn around, everybody. Stairs going down. Thingamajooer went down the stairs. Are we going or staying?
There's that pink slime thing down there. It almost two-shot me.
Cognual, I have you 10 foot down a stairwell. Okay, the stairwell is actually 50 feet long and opens out, 40 more feet, and opens out at the 50-foot mark into a T intersection. So you, with your dark vision, you see the bottom of the stairs and a 5-foot hallway going left and right.
Okay, so I will relay that to everybody else. Down the bottom of the stairs, we've got a 5-foot hallway, gentlemen, going left and right.
I think there's at least one more room up here.
There's lots up here you guys haven't done, yeah.
Should we take a look at
We're
that
saying,
first?
Dubsy, something down that hole or down on that floor nearly killed you?
Yeah, it spit like
Quickly.
acid. Remember my burns? I was
Yes.
almost dead.
What do you guys think? The orcs are kind of quiet, which scares me. No?
Our
Craig has no opinion on going down into danger and 3rd level stuff when we're not 3rd level, or?
Gentlemen, I have a feeling we should stay where we are. We're not, there's got to be something we're missing up here.
Okay.
Sounds like wise words to me, so.
I agree. We can go back and check out those double doors and see what we might find.
Okay. Knowledge is power. The man bravely jumped forward away from the cold and relayed some important recon information to us. A 50-foot stairwell going way down. Another level of the dungeon is revealed, as well as Dubsy saying he dropped through a cavern roof, found more stairs going up. So there's obviously another level down there that connects because they're way too far apart. So there's more to this dungeon than meets the eye. That's the good news. The bad news is Cognual must now dash through the cold zone again to reunite with the party. Can I have a fort save? Because I'm assuming you're coming back like you said.
Absolutely.
All right, let's have it. Run. No, you fort saves are in the open.
22.
Nails it with a 22. Plus 6.
Look at that little fat boy run.
2d6 plus 6. Oh, that's not bad. 9.5. Rounding down is only 4 more. Bracing yourself for the cold. As the DM happily pulls up your character and smites you with 4 more, bringing you up to 10 wounds. What do you guys want to do now? The mystery of the green ribbon has not been solved, but at least we know where it went, and it kind of led us down to another... He said, what did the letters spell out, Ken? Do you remember?
I am Otani.
Otari. It says, I'm Otari, leave my sister alone.
Save me below. Or something along those lines.
It says, stay away from my sister, Ken, like written on the wall. Okay.
Yeah. So, Kraga, you said you wanted to check out those double doors?
Should we heal up a little bit? I think I'm still feeling cold.
I can do some checks. It hasn't been... They're not immune for an hour, right?
That's the problem. They've been healed inside of an hour.
Not me.
By the dwarf. Yeah, you can do the dwarf.
Pick me.
Let me target him for you if you want, unless you want to do your own targeting.
No, you can go ahead. It's all good.
Okay. There you go. Let's have that medicine check. Or are you doing a spell?
I'll do the medicine check here.
Okay. Medicine is your friend. Oh,
27.
Sitting on a natural one. Sitting on a natural one. A lot of people forget that medicine checks can hurt you. If you critically fail, you actually slice the guy open and he takes damage. He died on the table. It's not my fault, doctor.
And the 27, is that a critical now because it was over, or is it?
It is. That's 25 and up. You get to do the 4d8.
Wee.
There's 2.
Look at that. Let's see.
Oh, if you open the magnifying glass on the actual skill there.
The way I have my monitor laid out, it didn't show me the 8
Okay.
between screens, so I just did 2 and 2.
No,
so
that's fine.
Total.
I count 15.
Yeah, from 10 wounds, you're fresh as a daisy.
So I've got extra.
Yeah. He just hugs you and like rubs you with friction and whispers in your ear hedonistic things, but you warm up, so...
Misting things. I don't know.
Hedonistic things. You don't know much about this cleric that we
for a
do.
little while, Dubsy, or would you like a little bit of magical healing?
I think we're okay waiting like 30 minutes.
Magic time. Okay. So you guys want to march on over to those double doors and see what fun we can have?
Let's do it.
All right. Look at this, Kraga. For once, you don't even have to wait your turn at a door. There are 2. Dubsy could check one and you could kick the other, or how do you guys want to do this? I will spill you into this hallway, but by all means, gentlemen, feel free to place your minis in the marching order of your choice. Unfortunately, Fantasy Grounds is kind of screwy with how they want to place stuff. So, dumping you quickly into the room. Meh. All right. Gentlemen. Posting up at this door. Are you happy with your current positions? I do not want to be blamed for any exploding doors or anything like that. We have double doors. We have Dubsy on the right. We have Crag on the left. Behind under Crag is Kenro. Behind under Dubsy is Cognul. And Gregor is out on the side. Not the
as soon
best.
as I can get back into the game.
Yeah, not the best party formation, but... the best party formation, but not a bad one.
Good where I am.
Good where you are.
I will do a perception check of both doors.
You don't see to find a trap.
And I will step back and let somebody else go first.
All right.
I open the door.
Okay. Open the door. I love this room. This is a cool fucking room. These are my map rooms are my favorite. Several wide alcoves. First of all, the room is 10 feet wide and 5 feet in. Alcoves that are 10 feet long and 5 feet deep and oval shaped. Okay. Sporadicate this room. And as it goes in 10, 20, 30, then suddenly the whole room turns to the right and becomes L-shaped. Several wide alcoves adorn the walls of this L-shaped hallway. Each alcove contains what looks to be, at a distance, a small diorama of the same city facing different perils. A massive fire, a devastating tsunami, a thunderous earthquake, and on and on. Some kind of trophy room, some kind of map room, some kind of hall of archive? Not sure. Reception from our door opener, please. In tower.
Just a sec. Oh. Oops.
It's fine. No tangos, no enemies. It smells dusty in here and unkempt, but the door, when you open it, you don't get that waft of sealed and have not been opened in a long time kind of feeling that you have with some of the others.
I take a step in.
All right. Moves in. What are you guys doing?
I'll follow a step behind him.
Okay. You guys want to open a second door and come in too, or? It's like Cognul's coming up shotgun to Kraga. Is that right, Corey?
I'll go in behind Kenro.
Okay. Staying outside the hallway. Greg.
I'll stay out here just to keep 6.
Okay. So approaching the first set of alcoves, we have Kraga on the left, Cognul on the right. And I just want to see, let me check my hard copy, as it were. I want to see which map I just mentioned is where. Because that's the interesting part. Bum, 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 bum. Doesn't seem to say. All right. Probably because I need to do some more digging. Let us say that they are in order of mention. So, Kraga, you're going down the hall on the left side, and right in front of you, the alcove opens up on your left. Cognul, same thing on your right. You see what looks like, can I have a society check? Flames flicker, and little minor illusions are burning an entire city on a diorama. Cognul, the diorama that's closest to you, it's like this city must be on an ocean because a giant wave comes and crests the city and wipes it out. You know this city, Cognul. Kraga, society check? Not too sure about this city. Cognul, this is Absalon, the giant Waterdeep of Galorian, which lies only a few hundred kilometers to our east here on the island of Korthos. The main central hub, the massive city of all things. And this is a diorama depiction of it. Very, very cool. Until... Can I have perception from everyone? And I do mean initiative perception.
Or in the open.
Initiative's open, right? So
17 for Dubsy.
okay.
Right. 19 for Ken.
Natural 20 for Cognul.
Okay.
Plus 6 for 26.
Okay.
Only for Gregor.
The trap and Cognul go at the same time, and it usually favors... Oh, shit. I can't remember. Is it I can't remember if it's creature or player.
Creature.
It's a creature? Okay. Too late, as you guys take in this map and the cute little illusion, on the back of the diorama, and it's set up to scale that it's supposed to be like, miles away, is a little gauntlet tower. And this little gauntlet that once shot a great big beam of light that rose the dead, this tiny little one shoots a frickin' grayish green turquoise beam straight at you. So I am going to target both Cognul and Kraga on your diorama. Beyond the flames, same thing, a tiny little tower, which you believe is a representation. What the hell? Tiny little beams lance out. Apocalypse beam, 21, Cognul.
Ouch.
23, Kraga. Both hitting you square in the chest. Fire damage from the flaming city and bludgeoning damage from the tsunami hits you guys. Do you have any fire resistances, Kraga?
No.
Okay. You take 11 points of fire damage. And do you have any bludgeoning resistances, Cognul? One flamethrower is the orc. One, hits him with like the little jet beam. Looks like it pisses on Cognul. It's tsunami! Bludgeoning damage. What the hell? Cognul, it is your turn. What do? You guys see this, especially the two in the doorway. Eric in the hall, you hear the guys react to like, what the hell? Cognul, you're up. Gregor, you go next. You're on deck.
Do I get the impression it's going to attack again?
With a trap? Who knows? Is it already like lighting up for a second shot? No.
So let's assume that's nothing going on. And Craig is fairly wounded, correct?
Craig took 11. You have 11 points total. Craig, no, has 11. You're good. You both just took the same.
I'm going to move down here.
So you're moving to the north 10 feet?
Yes, to the north 10 feet.
Okay.
And let's see what I see and let's see what happens.
Okay. You move up. Give me a perception check. Scanning the area for safety or trouble.
10.
In the tower next time, but it's fine.
Oh, sorry.
You see two more dioramas, actually, and the next one on your left, north of Kraga, looks like it's shaking Absalon with an earthquake, and the one 20 feet away, it looks like great big, stompy monsters are leveling that diorama, though both dioramas remain silent. Action left. What do you want to do?
I'm just going to sit tight.
Okay. Gregor. Out through you hear the guys cry out in pissed off anguish, pain. Well, they're just being pissy. Out in the hallway. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, we'll double time it to go and give him a hand. So move 15 feet and open the door. So that's
doors.
a move.
I had Cognil open the door. You got a clear door, so.
Okay. Then I will continue my movement, finish my 25 feet.
Okay.
And assess the situation.
Okay. You come running up. Unfortunately, Cognil's already moved, so you don't even know you step into like what seems to be a danger zone. You see Kraga with a burnt chest. You see pissed off dwarf ready to fight something ahead of us. Taking the stance kind of thing. And you see, a lovely diorama. Is that society check? I'm not
in the tower?
I'm not making this a recall knowledge because it's such an iconic city with iconic sites. Is that Chiasson? Natural 1, he rolls. Is that West Crown? Yeah, West Crown deserves to burn. Look at this one. West Crown deserves to be swallowed by a tsunami. You're not one of the characters with dubious knowledge, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
So I know there's something going on. I can't see what it is, so I'm going to try and take cover here behind whatever this is.
He sneaks into the alcove, takes cover next to the trap. Awesome. Thanks, dude. And I appreciate you not medding. Okay. Kenro saw the whole thing. Stepped in the door. Happened right in front of you, dude. What do you do?
I'll take. I think I'll follow Cognul and be like, okay, looks like they're hitting in front of there. I'm gonna follow up and just stand beside him there and observe as well.
Okay, so you go through Crag of Friendly and get to like the next breach. Okay.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15 feet there.
Okay.
Actually, can I do 15 more?
Yeah, you got another move. What is your movement?
I have 30 feet total, so I'll do the full 30 feet all the way to the end of the hallway, the corner here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure enough, you step forward past the next diorama, and when you're stepping, just past the next square, a little tower goes off. Pew, pew, pew!
Yeah.
And it shoots at you. 1 second. I just got to double check this. Yes, okay, so my little beam counts as a reaction, but they're each separate traps. So you haven't set off this trap yet, and as a reaction to something, you've set it off. This is the earthquake one. And it shoots a sonic apocalyptic beam at you from a tiny little model of the actual gauntlet. Little swamp lighthouse. Pew pew pews you. Nails you as you go by in the side of the head. Bursting your eardrums with sonic damage as a critical hit lands. And you take 4d10 plus 13 twice, 26 points of damage for a total of 18. Well, that's disappointing. I thought I was going to level me a cleric. Okay. Got off lucky with some low dice there, my dude.
I'm dying. Did ignore it.
Ah, you're fine. I was hoping for obliteration or something. Fine.
Well, boom. Side of the head, and I'm on the ground.
Meanwhile, back at the Senrei Library, you have, Brother Green taking his hand off a button. Come to my church, will you? Kenro makes a run for it, past Cognul, posts up beside him, tactically, gives him the nod, and then strafes past another trap, unfortunately. Most adorable diorama traps that, I'm sure Bellacross's kids made or something. And goes down. Boom. In a heap. Oh no. Kraga, you're up. What do you do, sir?
I step back out the doors and I say, Cognul, use those dwarven crafting hands and find out how to stop these damn traps.
I guess he's learned from Hulk smash last time. You afraid if you smash the little model to make it worse?
No amount of smashing is going to get us out of this situation.
Okay.
Can I simply use crafting to check these traps?
To determine whether it's a trap or not?
Yes.
That's actually perception. And having the thievery skill helps. Now that you've seen one in action, I could lean you with a perception check. But the problem is, from your observation, as soon as we get near them, they go off. And you need to get near a trap to inspect one. So unless you have thievery, like Dubsy, and want to like, okay, I know what's going down, and kind of take a run at it, or disarm from afar, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, You're in the right headspace, Corey, but you may not have the skills for this particular situation and set of traps.
No, I don't think I do, because I don't have... I just have plain old thievery.
Yeah.
I mean, I could roll it and try it, I suppose.
So what trap interests you? The one that hasn't gone off yet, or you want trying to destroy one that has gone off? Or disarm one?
Well, I wanted the one that hasn't gone off is what I'm interested in.
Okay, so 20 feet ahead of you is a diorama that hasn't done anything yet. Not quite sure if it's an actual trap. Do you want to risk getting closer and get some perception to see if you can't figure this thing out?
Sure. How close
You tell me.
can I go?
You saw what happened?
Wow.
Let's
I
put
mean,
it this way. You got 10 feet from Kenro's trap. It didn't do anything. Kenro got 5 feet from it.
And
Or-
it did
or-
anything.
But what if it's just linear? Like what if it's just the trap zone is out in front of it? Maybe it has a 10-foot sense and you're just in between them. You know, not sure.
Oh, can I try it from here?
Sure. Penalties. What's standard range penalties? Like 10 feet is -1 or something?
Whatever.
Give me a
Let's try
perception -2 in the tower, sure.
So I just put my modifier in the...
Oh, give me the bottom left. Put a -2 in that modifier down the bottom of the screen and drag me a perception into the tower. Look at you go. There's no stopping in that 20. I will tell you this. It is a model, and somebody has magically enhanced a model, but you can smash a frickin' model, dude. So it's like, it's a tiny little stick. It's like someone stuck a wand inside the model of the tower. You don't know what the reset is, but I can break a wand, I can break a model. Like, you know what I mean? You're pretty sure if you smash this thing. Now, as far as unthieving it, disarming it, beyond your skill. And it is a lot of wood and metal. It's not a one-hit break. But from what you can tell at the distance, this thing is breakable. You just may have to whack it until this thing gets to the break condition, which is a matter of its hit points. But you are on the right track.
Okay, so I have... How about I
Sorry, go ahead.
cast a Divine Lance at it?
Are you talking?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, 1 second. I just got to figure out which one this is. Where are you? Ken wants to target. Let's see what happens. Okay, I've targeted the trap. Cast Divine Lance. And a word from our sponsor.
Did you target
Your sponsor.
me?
Your sponsor being what?
Sorry, did you use me to target him? Sorry.
No, I use Cognul as targeting.
Oh, sorry.
Cognul is currently targeting a trap.
Oh,
Okay,
My child's
so...
looking
Which ones do I hit? Do I hit the cast now?
Yep, cast Divine Lance. We'll see what happens.
Oh, please. A 9.
Critical miss.
Oopsie.
Good thing I don't have... this thing isn't named, or I'd be pulling crit cards on you. Okay. You tell me. Besides, like, there's no backlash of a critical miss in your spell?
Let's look and see.
For a cantrip, I seriously doubt it. So what I will say is standard crit oopsie is usually costing you an action. So you perceive, you get an idea, you cast your cantrip, right? The Divine Lance misses its mark, as it were, so badly. You're just kind of like, you're so pissed off, you lose your last 2 seconds of your round, and it'll cost you an action. I still want you to look up the spell. You have to read it out loud, but make sure that there isn't some kind of critical fail. But for a cantrip, I seriously doubt it. Which brings us to...
I don't see anything about a critical fail.
Okay. Did I miss somebody? Did we miss Dubsy?
Might have skipped over Dubsy.
Sorry. We had Ken. We had Kraga. Okay, sorry. So before this Cognule second time around goes down, I owe Dubsy a round. Sorry. Dubsy, what do you do?
I will use my mobility ability to not trigger reactions and move at half speed.
Okay.
And so I'll move 5, 10, 5, 10, and then 5, 10, and get right behind Kenro.
Okay, so beside him, because behind from audience will think you're below him.
Yeah,
so.
it's the east of him.
Okay.
But that will be me.
You ever see those movies where the guy tries to be over Black Ops and he's just going down a blank hallway and he'll like post up and do a couple cartwheel rolls and then flip backward and there's no one there. The guy's just, his party's at the front waiting for him. This is what this special feat looks like. I've decided, right? He's jumping all around for no reason. Yeah. Go Dubsy. Okay, well, triple move to get where you are?
Yep.
Okay. And that's you. So now, as far as we know, all is well. I come back to the top. It's them. We just did Cognule, so that catches up in time, which brings us to Gregor is up. Kenro, get ready. You're on deck. Gregor.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that I've seen one of the effects go off.
Yeah, you saw Kenro get hit, right?
Okay. Then I would like to analyze mine using Arcana to see if I can see any spell energies or any triggers or any even switches that would cause it to activate.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, before I look this up, I just thought of something. Your mobility allows you to sneak, but we still need stealth rolls from you, do we not?
No, it's just you move in a way that denies your enemies the opportunity to retaliate. When you take a stride action to move half your speed or less, the movement does not trigger reactions.
Okay. I wonder if that's all reactions, including traps. I mean, I like it. I'm going to keep it, but Okay. Right, so back to... Just quickly looking here for anything specific to... Like, I like Eric's idea. Thinking outside the box. Like, not everybody can be a thief and we're all trying to do stuff. So you give me an Arcana in the tower, which I think you've already done. Let me just move some stuff here. Okay. The magic energy does so much damage. It's it's a cannon effect, right? Long time to reload. The magical energy dissipates to almost nothing, like a pilot light of magical energy, but the pilot light's there, which means it's probably going to build and build and build slowly. So 1 minute trigger, 10-minute trigger, 1 hour trigger. That was a pretty big blast. It was like 2d10 plus. It's like, yeah, this... I'm not going to say you rolled high enough in DC to like hit it the time on the nose, but you're pretty confident that if this is a magical trigger, it has a heavy reload time. You guys may not just kind of go, okay, we're safe, and just crawl around the room for 20 minutes, but pretty sure that, I mean, it didn't go off as soon as you cuddled up to it, and now you're sitting over it, looking at the little tower going, hey, the top unscrews, look at that. Fuck you, Belcora. You know. Licks it, you know, picks up some miniature, through the, have your fun. Okay, I've analyzed this, and as far as I can tell, yes, there is magical energy. It has been set off and it's dissipated, but there is that sort of pilot light rekindle that's still present.
It'll happen again.
Yes. However, I can also tell you, crafting, if you want to try another roll and burn some more actions.
Yes, I will.
Okay. The diorama is made mostly of common materials, but there are some fine metals and things that you can cast spell on to actually have a magical trap, but it's not unbreakable. Like, you're pretty sure that this thing is in the 30 to 60 hit point range, which means it has a break threshold of like maybe 30 hit points, somewhere between 20 and 40 hit points. So you could smash the shit out of it and wreck the trap, hopefully before it goes off again. The bad news is it's pretty solid. It has a hardness, so you guys would be whacking away, waking up the dungeon, but it would probably, guys on the chain gang with the railway spike, you smash the crap out of this, it probably won't go off in the time that you guys wreck it, but you'd have to devote time and resources and heavy hits to it. The thing isn't mithril. It's not going to go doing. You can smash this.
Okay, I will, for my last action, I will cast Shield, and then I will start conveying this information to the party until my next action.
Okay. Bringing us down to Kenro. Kraga, get ready. You're on deck. Good news, Kraga. He says you can smash things. It'll work. Kenro, what do you want to do?
Lay here dying.
Can I have a flat check DC of 11 to see if you stabilize all by your lonesome?
That's a 16.
16. Which I believe... Oh, man. Didn't we just go over this yet again? Isn't it like one hit point and your eyes flutter open inside of a minute or something?
Oh, he's still unconscious. He just goes to the wounded condition and remains unconscious.
All right.
But he wakes up in like a turn or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, like they're actually...
I think he gets one hit point and wakes up in a turn.
You were down or something.
Yeah. So Kenro, wounded 1, but unconscious for the moment. I'll have you guys look at this while we go to Kraga, but I'll get you guys to look that up to be sure. We do know Ken doesn't wake up immediately, and he gets wounded, so we'll move on. But yes, please keep looking at that for me. Kraga, permission to smash, but I don't know. You really feeling it?
I'll keep watching these doors. You guys tell me when it's safe to go in here.
Wow, this brown mold I threw at you guys really put him off. He doesn't want to touch nothing. You've taken the smash out of poor Kraga. I don't blame myself. I blame the dungeon. Don't blame me. All right, Dubsy.
Let's see. I will attempt to drag Kenro into my square and move to the south of the square.
Okay.
Try to get him away from the trap.
Grab him, drag him. Okay. Since your movement isn't the special mobility movement, right? You grab him, and as soon as you start pulling him, okay, the trap hits you guys. It was your special movement that kept the reaction from going on. Now you're literally standing on the bouncing Betty, and you take your foot off it to grab him and move. It's like... Okay. I will say this. Since the reaction is immediate, it's like you grab him and you start pulling and it hits you. It targets you, not him. Because he's out of range of that one and pulls in. So as much fun as it would be to... he'll just go to dying 2 and have to re-roll. As much fun as that would be, reactions are pretty immediate. So I'm going to say you grab him and you start to pull and it goes off. So I need to target you because this thing actually has an attack roll. It's a trap that shoots at you. It's not a reflex. Apocalypse beam, go. Sorry, what's that?
So that it has a 10-foot range, has a range attack too. Yeah. Shooting.
Pew pew pew. 2d10 plus 13 damage, and this is mental. Your mind fills with terrors of the monsters that are tiny on the map, but suddenly real to you. And you take 16 points of mental damage and fall to the ground, dying before you manage to move him very far. Which brings us to the top of round 3. And we will see you all next time.
Cast arcane gate because we need an escape. This magic weapon refused to turn the tide. It breathes by all of it safe. Who cares if we're a disgrace? In just one shove, our wizard rolled death and fell. Tell me what we'd brawl this thing. Too many limbs that sting. All of us flayed food for its spawn. Up our XP and then we'll bring new dice for the slaying. A pretty mix, blue, black, and gold. Rolling, rolling higher, love. Oh, tell me not to give up. Provoke me, haste me, faster dash. Returning, churning, savage attack. The character so cozy, buckets of dice. You know me, I'm gonna write all these actions down. Blood bubbles below, see camping next to coyotes. I don't wanna die, let's head back to town. Let's head back to